The cost of living in the US is out of control. But what if I told you there was a country where you could live comfortably on less than $1,000 a month? And Americans don't even need a visa to come here and stay for an entire year. That country is Albania. It's affordable, safe, beautiful, and incredibly welcoming. After that first year, residency visas start at an income of under $1,000. So that means you don't even have to make a lot of money to be able to have a long-term visa here. And for many people, a social security check is more than enough. We're a low-income family who left the US 6 months ago in order to find a better quality of life. And honestly, it's been one of the best financial decisions that we've ever made. I mean, why stay in the US and pay more when there are much less expensive options out there? Not only are they less expensive, but these areas are safer. They have healthier foods. And I mean, you could rent a condo on the Mediterranean for less than $500 a month. This month, we are exploring Albania, and I want to share with you the reasons why we think Albania is a great choice for us and why it might be a great option for you too. Housing in Albania is one of the biggest reasons we started seriously considering the country. In the US, many people are spending over half of their income just to pay rent. Here in Albania, you can find comfortable, furnished apartments for a fraction of the cost. We're talking $300 to $500 a month, depending on where you are. And what's really cool is the variety of places to live, all within a relatively small country. If you want city life, Tirana has everything: cafes, culture, walkability, schools, and fast Wi-Fi. If you want beach life, there are Mediterranean coastal towns like Vlorë and Durrës, where you can wake up to a sea view and still pay way less than rent in the US. And if you're into mountains and nature like we are, the Albanian Alps have some breathtaking mountain villages where the air is clean, the views are unreal, and life is super peaceful and affordable. You can choose what kind of lifestyle fits you best: urban, coastal, or mountain, and still live within a low budget. There's no one size fits all here. Whether you're a digital nomad, a young family, or someone looking to retire on a fixed income, you've got lots of options. Now come take a walk with us through Tirana, the capital city of Albania, while I share what we've learned so far and why Albania is shaping up to be one of the most affordable, livable options we've found yet. One of the biggest surprises for us in Albania has been the food. Not just how affordable it is, but how fresh and natural everything is. There are no drive-through fast foods here. You don't grab everything from one massive supermarket. Instead, you pick up your meat from the butcher,
Those are cute.
your fruits and veggies from the produce stand, cheese comes from a cheese shop, and bread from one of the many local bakeries on nearly every street corner. You can even find raw milk, and most produce is locally grown by small farmers, not trucked in from thousands of miles away. This means you're eating real food, seasonally, local, and prepared simply.
Yeah. This jelly.
This
Peanut. Yeah, like peanut butter and jelly. Yeah, I like it. What do you feel about it? I'm fine with it.
you want to make a recording?
Yeah, just do a little bit.
And here's the wild part. It's actually easier to eat healthy here.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
more convenient to grab fresh bread, tomatoes, and olives than to heat up something processed. In the US, a lot of the low income families feel stuck between eating unhealthy cheap food and expensive healthy options. Well, here in Albania, healthy food is just normal and it's how everyone eats. And if you like to eat out, a full meal at a local restaurant can cost you around $5 a person. It's not just cheaper, but the food is better. It's better for our health and it's better for our wallets. And it's definitely absolutely delicious. Albanian food is all about simple, fresh ingredients. Lots of grilled meats, roasted vegetables, olive oil, fresh herbs, homemade yogurt, feta style cheeses, and fresh bread with every meal. If you love things like stuffed peppers, savory pies, slow cooked stews, fresh fish, and lots of Mediterranean flavor, you're going to eat very well here.
Whoa, say yum.
More.
It is warm.
Oh, two cozies. One cozy. I told you what did I? I did this
Pretty good.
half.
Cut it in half.
I did this half.
Chocolate.
All your viewers are gonna freak out because we gave the kid chocolate, even though they had to walk 2 miles to get here.
You're looking at. You should take a big bite out of the croissant.
Yeah. Gold.
You're a dog. Okay.
Before coming to Albania, we spent some time traveling and living in Southeast Asia. The warmth, tropical landscapes, and sunshine were beautiful. But over time, we realized the climate can be a lot most of the time. Coming from the Appalachian Mountains of East Tennessee, we grew up with 4 seasons: crisp autumns, cool mountain air, and that special feeling when the leaves start to change. Fall has always been our favorite, and we missed that rhythm of the year while living in tropical climates. That's one of the reasons Albania really stood out to us. The weather here feels balanced. In Tirana, summers are sunny and dry, warm but generally more comfortable than the heavy humidity we experienced in Asia. Winters are mild, especially compared to much of Europe or the US, and you still get a taste of seasonal change. Cooler nights, changing leaves, and fresh mountain air. And what's even more amazing is the geographic variety packed into such a small country. Want snow and alpine views? Head to the Albanian Alps. Prefer a mild coastal winter? You've got the Mediterranean towns right along the sea. Want a little bit of everything? Tirana gives you 4 seasons in a livable, walkable city. So if you're someone who doesn't want to live in a place that's hot year-round, but still needs an affordable, livable climate, Albania could be the perfect fit. You don't have to choose between comfort and cost. Here, you really can have both.
Show them those mannequins.
I know.
I knew that they would like them.
Those are some very European dressed children.
Are those kids like you?
No, she's 10. And I need this. She.
Yeah, she's the princess too. Like you? Yeah. A princess?
These are cool. There's a presents up here.
What'd you get?
Yeah.
A stick.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
dirty, yeah, it
It's
is a
dirty.
little
Come on.
dirty.
We've only been in Albania for a few days, but even in that short time, we can already see that this is a country packed
say
with
hi?
natural beauty and outdoor
Say
adventures.
yay!
One thing that really stood out to us when we were researching Albania is just how much variety is packed into a small area. It's one of the few places where you can go from snowy mountain peaks to sunny beaches in just a couple hours. And now that we're here, we've started making our list of places that we can't wait to explore. This fall, we're planning to head north to the Albanian Alps to hike, enjoy the cool air, and see the leaves change. These mountains are still off the radar for most tourists, and we've heard the trails, small villages, and hospitality are absolutely unforgettable. We also want to check out the Mediterranean beaches. They have crystal clear water and views that honestly rival Greece or Italy, but at a fraction of the price. And then there is Lake Ohrid, one of the most biodiverse lakes in the entire world and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It sits right on the border between Albania and North Macedonia, and we've seen photos that honestly don't look real. We're also hoping to visit some of the country's many national parks. Albania has over 70% forest cover, which is incredible in today's world. There are waterfalls, rivers, canyons, lakes, and protected nature all over the country, and much of it is free or very affordable to access. And just beyond nature, we're excited to explore the walkable cities and towns. Each of these cities have their own charm, history, and vibe. It's not just about hiking, it's about lifestyle, slow travel, and seeing how different parts of the country feel. So no, we're not experts yet, but part of why we're here is to experience all of this firsthand and share it with you all along the way. And coming from the Appalachian Mountains, there's just something about this place that feels a little like home. All right, now let's sit down and talk about something really important, and that is visas. I get this question a whole lot, and it is super important when you are thinking about a country that you might want to live in long term. And that is one of the reasons why we really love Albania is for its super simple visa options, particularly if you are an American. So Americans can literally fly into Albania without a visa, no pre-approval, no income verifications, nothing. You can fly right into Albania, enter the country completely visa-free for an entire year. So it's a great option if there's an emergency that comes up and you need to leave the US and you don't really know what you want to do, and while you take a little bit of time to figure that out, or as a trial run with really no negative implications. If you're just wanting to test out what life abroad might be like for you, Albania is a great place to start. After that first year, you have a couple of different options. The first one is to leave the country for 90 days and re-enter on another 1-year free visa. So there are a lot of countries around Albania, Croatia, Greece, North Macedonia, Montenegro, Italy, Slovenia. All of these countries are great destinations to go and travel to and visit, and none of them are overly expensive either. The next option is to go ahead and apply for a long-term residency visa. And this is really easy to qualify for. It's perfect for low-income families because an individual only needs to make just under $1,000 a month in order to qualify for this long-term visa. There are two main types of long-term visas, and the first one is a digital nomad visa. So for an individual, you need to prove that you are making $9,800 a year, or about $890 per month. And that income can be remote work, online work, or passive income. For retirees, the income requirement is slightly higher, but not much. You need to prove that you make around $12,000 a year or $1,000 a month, and most Social Security checks are going to cover that. Social Security does count as a form of passive income. So we're a family of 3, and the type of visa that we would apply for a long-term residency visa is going to be that digital nomad visa, and it is slightly higher for a family. It's about $4,000 extra per year per person. So as a family of 3, we need to show an income of $17,080 per year, or $1,480 a month. This permit is valid for 1 year and can be renewed up to 5 times. Sometimes you can go ahead and get the whole 5-year visa approved so you don't have to reapply every year, but the rules in Albania seem to be a little bit fluid and just dependent upon the individual. Now, another great thing about Albania is that this gets you in the running for future citizenship if you want to go that route. After 5 years of being a long-term resident, you can work on applying for your citizenship to the country of Albania. The main rule is that you have to live in the country for 6 months every year during that 5-year period. So you can still travel and go to other countries for half of the year once you have that long-term residency visa. This is something that is really appealing to us if we wanted to move forward with getting citizenship in another country. Something else that we are thinking about, very forward thinking, is that Albania is not currently part of the EU, but they do want to become members. They have applied to become members. Now, this is probably going to take at least 5 or more years before they really are eligible to become a member of the EU. But currently, it's a little bit more difficult to become a citizen of a current EU country. So Albania is a really good option if you're forward thinking enough that you want to become a member of the EU, or at least have that possibility many years down the road. For us, we are thinking about the future of our now 2-year-old. We would love for them to be a EU member. And as we become older and are seniors, that would be a really great benefit for us to have. So if you're someone who doesn't necessarily meet the strict income requirements for a current EU country, Albania might be a smart, affordable stepping stone, especially for families, early retirees, or digital nomads that are really thinking in the long term. So why are we here? Because we were tired of just surviving and we really wanted to start living. Albania might not be the ideal place for everyone, but for low-income families like us, it is a real opportunity to have the life we never could inside the United States. We're not rich, we don't have it all figured out, but we are free. Now, we're still in the early stages of our journey, but knowing that we have real legal options to staying in a country long term takes a huge weight off of our shoulders. So if you're looking for a way out of the US, but you think that there's no affordable options for you, Albania might be a country you really want to consider. We walked into Albania on the 1-year visa-free entry, and honestly, we're not in a rush to leave. We plan on staying for a while and exploring as much of the country as we can and really getting a feel for what it might be like to live here more long term. I've got lots more videos planned from all over the country, and I'm going to be doing a complete cost breakdown and sharing with you guys all of the details of everything that I've learned while I am here. Make sure that you ask me any questions in the comments that you might have. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time.